Heading to the cottage?
Yeah,
for the next lockdown?
cottage, yeah.
This video, appearing to show Premier Doug Ford revealing his accommodations for the holidays, has caused quite a stir. On Twitter, an account called Ontario Liberal Party War Room took a shot at the Premier for staying at his cottage rather than managing the pandemic from the legislature, prompting this reveal from the Premier's head of communications. The Premier and his family haven't been able to get into their home for most of the weekend or today because anti-vaxxers have been protesting outside their house.
You're a disgrace to this country!
Indeed, social media posts do in fact show anti-vax and anti-lockdown protesters gathering in front of Ford's Etobicoke home in recent days, the loud gatherings clearly getting on the nerves of neighbors.
Get the out of here!
Toronto police confirm one woman was arrested for breaching barricades and not complying with police, but they say she was cautioned and released without charges.
There's nowhere that seems off limits to this group.
Karima Saad has been closely following anti-lockdown and anti-vax demonstrations throughout the pandemic and says the protests outside Ford's and Health Minister Christine Elliott's home last week show a clear pattern of attitudes concerning private residences. But Saad points out protests have also targeted hospitals, schools, and businesses where people working there, like Ford's neighbors, don't have the ability to escape to a cottage.
I think that it's sort of an excuse, and it's very disappointing when you don't feel like the leader who's supposed to be at the helm is really on the same ship.
The Premier was back in Etobicoke for his third dose booster, but made no mention of the protests.
And I just want to thank everyone who's getting their shots and everyone who's delivering the shots.
His spokesperson in a statement encouraged protesters to take them to Queen's Park, saying, "These petty tactics have no impact on the government's resolve to do the right thing in order to protect the people of Ontario. The only thing these people are doing is targeting and harassing innocent neighbors and family members who have nothing to do with the government's decision-making." This is, of course, not the first time the Premier's cottage trips have courted unwanted attention, but this situation, while different, did come to light because of Ford's own communications team taking issue with a Twitter account which the Ontario Liberal Party says is run by its campaign volunteers. I'll send it back to you at the desk.
Thanks for that, Matt.